Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. As you can see here, we're doing another 1/6 scale figure. This is the Michael Myers from Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers. This figure was released by Trick or Treat Studios, and it was released in 2021. So this year it was actually released maybe, I want to say a couple months ago. It's just kind of been sitting in the box. Right now we're just getting a good view. Sorry about that, just bumped the light box. Just getting a good view of the whole box. The amount of time to put into this box is just amazing. Like, there's a good shot from Halloween 5. You know, if you want to pause the video and just, see some of this stuff, some warning hazards and stuff like that. Right now that's coming back around. I'm going to pause this. Just like that, and I'm going to open this like the other ones also opens up. There's a good shot. There we go. From Halloween 5. It says, "I prayed that he would burn in hell." Excuse my language with that one. I know some people don't like that kind of language, but in my heart I knew that hell would not have him. So that's a nice little picture right there, and this is the figure. While I actually took this figure out already and kind of looked at him, so before I do, I'm going to close this back up real quick and just get a good view of this is actually from the movie poster, most I want to believe. What's crazy, I was actually looking at the boxes from all the other ones, and I've actually, while Michael Myers is my favorite, horror icon, I don't like that they used this mask on, from this one and Halloween 4. Even though the mask in the movie is completely different, this mask is, I believe, from the first one, so it doesn't make sense. Well, anyway, what I was saying is, I do take the figures out and kind of look at them before, I do the reviews, just to kind of get a better grasp of the figure. And I do want to say, even though Trick or Treat Studios did very well with this figure, it's the same as the other figures. Maybe different color coveralls and different mask, and that's it. Everything else is the same. So what we're gonna do now is take this box off, take the turntable off, and do an unboxing. Let's set that down. Alrighty, folks. So here's the box. The unboxing. Just bear with me. I have to work in a light box with the camera, which I've seen some other people do, and they don't look like it's that hard. But now that I'm doing it myself, it's kind of like, whoa. But anyway, so here. We'll do the unboxing. Do it this way a little bit. Sorry, there we go. Put the box to the side. And I'm sorry if you hear a little bit of noise in the background. There's some people doing some construction right outside my house. My windows are closed, but still, there's a lot of noise. So I really am sorry about that. So here's the figure. Go. This figure, like the other figures, I don't know if you guys know about Hot Toys. They are like one of the main competitors of 1/6 scale figures. They are like the top of the line. Trick or Treat Studios, Ace Toys, there's a whole bunch of different third-party 1/6 scale figures. What I'm trying to get at is the packing. I will do Hot Toys. I have a whole bunch of Hot Toys that are in boxes that I want to review. If it's just everything's lined up. But as you will soon tell, that the Hot Toys really packs their figures very well. These ones not so much. As you can see, it's just this plastic. And let me pull this figure out right here. I will do a review and everything here shortly. I'm just pulling this figure out. As you can see, it has just plastic on the boots, to the hands, the mask. Set that aside. It actually stands up. And then he has an extra arm and a knife. And these are not even covered up. There we go. So That's all he comes with. I'm going to push this back and put these down. And what we're going to do now is take all this away and just look at everything that the figure comes with. Alrighty, folks, so this is it. This is everything that the figure comes with. Again, like the other 3 figures that I've already reviewed, you know, from the first Halloween, the Michael Myers from 1978, the Michael Myers from 1978, the Sam Hine edition, and the Michael Myers from the Return of Michael Myers, Halloween 4. They all only come with 2 things. They come with an extra hand, which we'll get a close-up here. He's all burned up on his hand, which I can appreciate because on the first one he doesn't have it like that. And I want to say on the second movie he got burned, so after the second movie he has the scars. So that's why on Halloween 4, yes, on Halloween 4 the figure also has the burnt hands, because he did get burned. So yeah, I mean, I believe this hand and the other hand are completely the same. I believe what Trick or Treat Studios did is they pretty much got the same exact body. Maybe changed the coveralls and the boots a little bit, which I will actually check on this one, but definitely changed the mask, and everything else they left the same. That's all they really did. But, you know, just getting a closer view at the hand. Now, like this one, the previous figure, before I go any further, let's take a look at the knife here. But nice butcher knife. It's made out of plastic, sharp right here. And what I was going to say is, sticking this knife in here, obviously this hand is for the knife. The previous one that I did, the Michael Myers from Halloween 4, I actually had this knife all the way in. And while I was actually trying to pull it out, it broke right here. And I had to super glue it. I mean, it still works. So I'm not going to put this in because I don't want to, you know, damage the figure. He's going right back in the box. I do display them, but I'm in the process of doing a few things. So right now, everything that I'm reviewing is just going straight back in the box. So yeah, so putting this in there, like if I'm going to display them, yeah, I'm going to shove it in there and have it there for a while. I know how to take it out. I need to, you know, push it from back here, maybe get some, you know, needle nose pliers and pull it from right here. But for now, I'm just going to leave it right about there. Just so you guys know, I mean, yeah, it does go all the way in. So that's everything that the figure comes with. Also, I do want to mention that this figure, like the other figures, doesn't come with the stand. A very missed opportunity from Trick or Treat Studios. Like I said before, they didn't make a stand for none of the figures. No idea why. So I did go out and, you know, purchase a stand on eBay. I'm gonna actually raise the camera up a little bit. This is the one that I purchased. It's just a regular hexagonal 1/6 scale stand. It looks a little weird, almost cloudy, only because it has clear plastic film right there that I haven't taken off yet. Like I said, once I'm ready to know where he's gonna go, I'm gonna peel it off so it looks nice. Have him in like a nice detail cabinet so he doesn't get dirty. But yeah, I bought this for $13. They made it custom for me. I sent them a picture of what I wanted, and they put it on there. And Michael Myers. It's pretty much the same logo as it is on the box. If you want to purchase one of these yourselves, when you get the figure, if you have a figure, I will put the link down in the description below. So that's it. So what we're going to do now is take all this away and bring out the figure and take a closer look. Alrighty, folks, so here he is, Michael Myers from Halloween 4. I'm sorry, Halloween 5. Like I said, this figure, like I said before, this figure just looks exactly the same as the other figures. I want to say that the coveralls are different color, and maybe the boots are different color, but obviously the mask is, you know, it's obviously different color, or different mask completely that he wore in the movie, which, you know, that's good. If you're gonna buy a figure, you want it, you know, as close to detail as possible. So taking a closer look, the mask is very actually nice. I do really like the mask. A lot of people don't like this mask. I mean, okay, if I were to rate this mask, it would probably be not up there. Then again, there's been some other Halloween masks that have been, Michael Myers Halloween masks that have been really down there. The CGI one, the one from H2O, just, oof. But yeah, this is not too bad of a mask. A lot of people also just never know why they started using different masks. Unfortunately, after Halloween 2, the mask just got really deteriorated and it just ripped, and they just never got a new one, so they just wanted to start using a different one. So they used a different one for Halloween 4 and Halloween 5. I do believe for the recent movie that came out, just called Halloween, the one that came out, I believe in 2018, they found that mask again and they just, you know, made it older. And so that's awesome. I think that's what they should have done, and kept, you know, kept doing the same thing throughout the movies, but unfortunately not. So looking at the figure, I'm gonna put him sideways because if I stand him up, I have to put my camera, I have to hold my camera up. I don't have a taller stand. So just looking at him sideways. The mask is great. Black eyes, completely black. I believe the first one, they're not actually black. They're you can still see the eyes, but they're dark. They're a little bit like more back so you can see them, but yeah, completely black. The hair and the head sculpt in particular is just very nice. He has the open in the back here, which I really like. Yeah, I really like this figure a lot. I think I've only seen this movie once or twice, so I don't know if at the bottom of the neck he has like any weathering like he does on the first one. So he does have a black undershirt, like I think all of them have a black undershirt so far. I also do believe that the coveralls are all the same. They all have a pocket right here. Oops, sorry about that. I was just taking his arms out, or his hands on and off, just to kind of look at him a little bit better. There we go. I do want to say that they're all the same. They have a pocket right here, another one right here. They have two pockets in the back, the stretch part in the back, and they have the two pockets in the front. These don't actually, well, actually, they work. And then there's one in the flap right there. It has a nice little zipper right here and a button, a little silver button, as you can see. That button doesn't actually work there. It's just there for, you know, for the looks. As far as his hands, he does have, the little buttons down here on his cuffs. As far as his hands, both his hands are burned, as you can see. And his boots, I do want to say these boots are the same boots they used for the Halloween for Michael Myers. Very nice detail. I mean, I'm not complaining about the figure for the price, considering the fact that 1/6 scale figures are not that cheap. And then also considering between, you know, the Hot Toys and this one, I mean, obviously this is the way to go. So I do really like the boots. They're really nice detailed. They got some weathering. On the bottom there's weathering, and you know, the detail on it. So I really like this figure overall. He's a very nice figure. Great to go with your Halloween collection, which, like I said, I really want to get my Halloween collection going, you know, very, very soon. But I just have a few things going on that I can't do at the moment. But once I do, hopefully when I reach a certain amount of subscribers, maybe 100 subscribers, and hopefully by then, I will maybe do like a small little tour of the reviews that I've done so far. But we'll see. I'm not making any promises right now. So here he is. So what we're going to do now is go over articulation. Alrighty, folks, and before I get started with articulation, I always forget to do the height. So let's do that first. This figure stands about 1 foot, 12 inches. At the hair, he's about 12¼ inches. 12¼ inches. Now, going over articulation, this figure is just like the other figures, and most figures are actually all the same as far as 1/6 scale. The only difference in most figures are they have the double knee joint, the double elbow joint, and some figures actually have a neck joint and a head joint, so you can actually move it a lot. And some have the torsos, the waist, and you know, obviously some have pivots at the shoes or at the boots, the ankles. Unfortunately, this one kind of hinders it, but we'll go over that here shortly. So as far as the head does turn 360 degrees. It goes up till about there. So he has a nice kind of upward look, and he looks down to about there. Also, I do want to mention from like last time, there's like a kind of like a rubbery spot right here, and I believe that's because of the neck. Instead of them putting a joint at the neck, they kind of just made it like almost like a Fiason body. Fiason bodies are probably very much seamless bodies. They kind of have like a wire inside the rubber, so when you can move them, and you can't tell there's no seams. So I believe that's what they did here. As far as the shoulder goes, there's no butterfly joint. You can turn him 360 degrees all the way around, but because of the coveralls, I'm sorry about that. Because of the coveralls, it hinders it. So going up, he doesn't have that much of motion upward, as you can see the coveralls right here are actually stretching. So pushing it just a little bit. Now most figures I don't want to push the, you know, the articulation. There's some figures that I will go over that I will barely even move because of the type of fabric that they use, that once you move it and goes back, or you kind of, you know, crunch it up like this and go back, this seam will always be there. But as far as with this one, it's just cloth, so I'll push it a little bit so it goes up to about there. Not that much movement, which is kind of I mean, you want his arm to go up, you know, to be able to, you know, stab somebody. So that's kind of unfortunate. There's no movement at the bicep. The elbow, I do believe it's just a single ball joint, so it only goes 90 degrees. And the wrist, there's a single wrist peg there. I do believe this is about to come off again. I don't know why this one keeps falling off. Oh, there we go. Didn't put him all in, that's why. There's a single ball joint at the wrist, as you can see, so he has the ability to go, you know, downward and upward, and he spins 360 degrees. As far as torso, I do, like I said, it's kind of rubberish, so you can look down a little bit. There we go. Actually, he looked down quite a lot. I mean, considering the fact, you know, Michael Myers is kind of a stiff dude, he kind of looks down a lot. And as far as going back, I think it's just because of his legs are actually, you know, going back. That's why he has that motion. So, you know, as far, actually, no, that's his legs. No, that's him. That's his torso. Very actually nice movement at the torso. I do appreciate that. I did actually. So I was looking at like a little bit more into this. I was doing a little bit more review. Now the waist does turn that much, and it does turn that much this way, but it doesn't turn 360 because, like I said, I was doing research, and this whole thing up to right here is actually all rubber, so it won't let it turn 360 degrees, which I think actually that's a good idea. I would have them preferred if they would have, you know, maybe done the seamless the whole body, but unfortunately they didn't. So as far as the legs go upward, he does nice 90 degree. Going all the way back, he doesn't. No, like his back part right here just stops right there. You can actually see the crease where it stops. There's no, yeah, I'm sorry, there is movement, 360 degree movement at the thigh, and I'm not gonna do. I just don't want to misplace his kneecap where it's like sideways and he's standing up weird. I do believe he does have a double knee joint, so it goes up to about there. And as far as the ankle, the boot does turn 360 degrees. You know, you can turn it. No, it doesn't actually. Here we go. You can't go sideways. He does go forward just until it stops at the back of the boot, and it goes back just until it stops at the back of the boot, and there's no movement whatsoever at the toes. So there he is, Michael Myers from Halloween 5. I'm going to set him to the side. Actually, I'm just going to stand him up here. There we go. So what we're going to do now is we're going to bring out the Halloween from 1978 and the Halloween from Michael Myers. I'm sorry, the Halloween from Halloween 4 Michael Myers. There we go. Sorry. We're going to bring him out and do some comparisons. Righty, everyone. So this is Michael Myers from Halloween 5. Right now I'm going to bring out the Michael Myers from the first movie, from the 1978 movie. There he is. He's kind of bending over a little bit. I believe my light box, yeah, see, my light box is actually a little weird. So it's kind of giving him like this little, he's kind of leaning over to the side a little bit. But as you can see, you know, now that I'm kind of looking at him, I do want to say that this one's a little taller. His shoulders, as you can actually tell the difference from his collar. Go from right here and go all the way across, and it's actually a little bit more. I'll get a better closer view so you can see what I'm talking about. See how it's a little bit taller there? That's a little weird to me, huh? I honestly thought they were the same figure. I mean, hey, maybe they are the same figure and the boots do it a little bit different, but now that I'm kind of looking at them, this one has a more slimmer look. And this one, he's actually a little bit more, built differently. I never noticed that. Then again, I never really paid attention in the movies to, put them side to side, so I cannot say that's how it's supposed to be or nothing like that. But as far as, just specifically for this figure review, yes, this one seems a lot slimmer and this one seems a little bulkier. Hey, Michael Myers from Halloween 5 must work out. Chasing Laurie Strode and his niece all around town, he must work out. He needs to give that stuff up and concentrate on golf. That was a joke. Yeah, so he's a little bit slimmer, so there's a lot of difference in it. Obviously, the only thing the same is the black undershirt. He has, and then other than that, they're all different. The hands are different. They're not burned from this one. The boots are different. He has combat boots. These are regular boots, and the coveralls are different. So I'm going to take this one away. And then I'm also going to bring out the other one. Give me 1 second. I unfortunately forgot to unbox them. It won't take that long. You can hear some in the background though. I always forget to unbox one figure, so when I'm doing like reviews, I got the first one ready to do comparisons, but the second one I always forget, and it's like, oh, give me a minute. And I'd rather not, do the video over again. But here he is. And I just also noticed, yeah, so now that I brought him over, I knew it wasn't Michael Myers that was kind of standing sideways. It was the light box. But here he is, the Michael Myers from Halloween 4. And this Michael Myers from Halloween 5. I do also want to say now, I don't believe, now that I'm kind of looking at it now, I do want to say that the other one's taller. I can actually really say that because now that I get a closer look at both of these, you can see that the collar are about the same height. But he kind of, I think because of the mask is a little bit different. Maybe the hair just stands a little bit taller. Obviously the coverall is a different color. This is pretty much a gray one. This is kind of like a light blue. The other one was a dark blue one. The hands are, they're both burned. And I do want to say that they're probably the same hands. I'm going to just kind of point it down a little bit. Here we go. I do want to take a closer look at the boots. And I do want to say they're the same boots. Maybe these are just kind of weathered a little bit different. Aside from that, the figures I think they're the same body that they used for both of them. The only difference is obviously the coveralls and the mask. But I do want to say it's the same exact figure. You can actually see the build the same too. Very nice though to have. Alrighty everyone, so here he is, Michael Myers from Halloween 5. I have him on the stand here. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please like and share it. If you have not already, please subscribe. If you have any questions, please comment down below and I'll do my best to answer them. I do have an Instagram going. Please go give that a follow. I post the videos from my YouTube on Instagram every single time that I post them on YouTube. The only difference is on my Instagram, I also post a sneak peek photo of the next figure I'm going to do. So if you would like to follow me on Instagram, please do so. I will leave the link down below. That being said, we'll see you on the next one. Take care.